everyone, Coach Nancy here. Today we're going to look at the hands and the forearm. They're very important areas to stretch out, and most of us, of course, don't bother to do so. Think of all the computing you do in your day, texting, and just the overuse that our hands have to go throughout all the things that we do with our hands throughout the day. Many of you may have had tennis elbow or golfer's elbow and have forearm issues, or just really tight in your forearms from all the grip work potentially in the gym. This is a stretching technique and rolling technique to help you with that. So in order to address that, I use a travel roller, but it could be a round water bottle. And what you're going to do is you're going to place it on the surface, and you're going to take your thumb and first finger and put it on the roller, and your other three fingers are going to be off, and you're going to get your palm down onto the surface, and you're going to straighten your arm up. Okay, so we're holding that and really just feeling that stretch come up into the forearm. So we're stretching our fingers through the wrist and up into the forearm. Okay, once I've done that, I'll take then the next two fingers, my thumb comes off, next two fingers on, and the other two on the other end are off. So you're always doing two at a time. Okay, so what my hand looks like essentially is that. Okay, so two on, and then the other three are off, and they should be touching, and the palm should be flat. So next I'm going to do the next two. Okay, so maybe I'll turn around and do it this way, so maybe you can see my fingers a little bit better. So my hand is like that. Okay, and then I'll do the last two. Other three are off, nice straight arm. So you're just going to stretch those across, and you probably spend 10 to 15 seconds on each area. If it's really tight, you can stay a little bit longer. So do each side. Then what you also want to do is roll out your forearm. So you can use the travel roller. I have it on a surface here. You could kneel on the floor. I'm going to put pressure on my arm, okay? And I'm going to roll from the elbow all the way down to my wrist. And I'm going to turn my hand in different directions to find how tight I am or where I'm tight, and just work that out. You could also do this up against the wall. So here's the wall, here's my arm, and I'm just rolling like so, okay? Once you found your real hot spot, you could then take a ball and potentially get into there a little bit more and just work through that tissue, okay? We also then potentially want to do some forearm stretches. So I suggest making a fist, tucking the wrist down, and then from there pulling, keeping this nice and flexed. Hold about 30 seconds. Open the hand up with fingers down, and then pulling back. Once again, flexing up through the forearm. And you should be feeling that in your forearms. Okay, once again, 30 seconds. So those are some things, like if you're on the golf course, you can very easily do that. But when you get home, you can certainly spend some time doing a little bit of rolling, just in order to loosen off the tissues in your forearm and help with loosening off your grip. For anybody who's had issues with their fingers, thumb joints, even through your wrist, you're going to have tight forearms, and it's very good to stretch out your fingers and roll out your forearms. Okay, so I hope that helps, gives you some ideas of how to manage your hands and to keep them nice and limber for all the things that you'd like to do in your daily life.